Welcome to the second video of the 4-Plane Free Libraries Take It and Make It series. Today we'll be making two kinds of snowflakes, window clings and colorful recycled paper snowflakes. You can pick up kits with materials that you'll need for both projects by calling the library at 518-993-4646. For our first project, we're going to make window clings that look like snowflakes. Each kit will contain materials that you need for this first project. You're going to receive some templates with snowflake patterns and pre-cut sheets of wax paper. You're also going to receive a bottle of glue in your kit. Some glues work better than others, and we did some experimentation over the weekend and found the best glue for this project. So we're going to include that for you. To make our window cling, we need to tape a piece of wax paper to our template. We're going to lay the wax paper over the template, turn it over, and tape the back of the paper to the wax paper. When you're done, you should be able to pick it up and hold it by the wax paper, and your paper shouldn't come off. Our first project requires some patience and a steady hand, and it's going to take a few days for it to be complete. The next step is to use the glue, loosen the cap so that you get a steady stream. You don't want too much glue, but you don't want it so it doesn't come out well enough. You can experiment, you'll find what works best for you. And then you're going to glue inside the lines of the template. I found that the glue spreads out, so you want a heavy enough stream of glue, but you need to remember that it's going to spread out so you don't have too much glue. Even if you get too much glue, it doesn't really matter that much because it's still going to be pretty when you're done. When you're done, you can use another kind of glue on top. If you have glitter glue, you can add some glitter glue to the top of it, or you can add some real glitter, or you can wait until it dries and add some more glitter glue. The key now, though, is to leave it alone for 1 or 2 days until it's completely dry. Right now, it's very shiny, and you can tell that it's still wet. As it dries, it's going to get either translucent like this, or depending on the kind of glue that you use. If you use invisible glue at home that you might have, it'll get invisible. And when it's all done, we're going to peel it off gently. Use a sponge or a paintbrush, or just dampen your finger, and then we're going to stick the flat part to the window. And that is our window cling. Our second project today is one that we can see the results right away. For this project, you can use things that you have at home. You can use magazines, you can use the inserts from newspapers, you can use paper, construction paper, or origami paper, or you can use white paper that you decorate yourself with markers or paints. I'm going to use a magazine illustration, and as you can tell, the magazine is a rectangle, so I'm going to tear the page out, and it will give me a rectangular piece of paper. Our project requires a square, so we're going to use this rectangular piece of paper and turn it into a square. First, turn it so that it's horizontal, and then we're going to take this lower edge and we're going to fold it so that it meets the upper edge like this. Our fold should be at the bottom, and over here we should have a rectangle. We're going to cut the rectangle off using this edge as a line to guide our scissors. And the fold is at the top. We're going to open the open part at the bottom, and there's our perfect square. For the next step, we're going to refold it on the same line. Put the fold on the top. Now turn it over like this, so our fold is at the bottom. We want this edge to fold over so it meets this edge on this side. And we want the open part at the top. So turn it so that the open part is at the top. If you have a protractor, the next part you can do with a protractor. We want to divide this right angle into 30 degrees, and then another 30 degrees, and another 30 degrees. If you don't have a protractor, we're going to eyeball it and try to fold this into thirds, kind of like an ice cream cone. Here's one fold. If it's not quite right, that's okay, you can refold it. And then we're going to fold this edge over. It's made an ice cream cone with wings. And then we're going to turn it over so that the horizontal piece is on top. And then we're going to cut those wings off right along that line. So it looks like this. We still want all of the open parts to be on the top. We want the point at the bottom. And now you can cut inside the folded parts with triangles, with diamonds. Just don't cut all the way through the fold. We want our folded edge to have some parts that are intact so that when we open it up, it's going to hold together and make, hopefully, a multi-sided snowflake. Now comes the fun part, the unfolding. When you unfold it, you have to be gentle. And there's our snowflake. And it's really colorful and pretty. You can use either side. And then we're going to tape it to the window. Show us your finished projects.
Email us at fortplanfreelibrary@gmail.com or message us on Facebook.
In case you want to make it, I'm going to include a link to last week's project, the Wintry Outdoor Sun Catcher. If you would like to pair a book or two with this week's activity, why not try one of these? Thanks for joining us.